Lovely to have you here. Welcome to the Electro Revolution channel. My name is Michael and I'm a car and tech enthusiast. In this episode, we're going through two particular vehicles, the XPeng G9 and the Zeekr 7X, both two really good vehicles. Now, this episode is the third in a multi-part series where we went to the Sydney EV Motor Show, which was held between 31st of October to the 2nd of November. If you haven't watched the first two episodes, I invite you to go watch those because this is a continuation of those. Now, as I said, in this particular episode, we're going through these two particular vehicles, internal, external, and with the Zeekr 7X, the boot space and the Frunk. So I really hope you enjoy this episode. So what we're going to do quickly is take a look at the XPeng or Xiaopeng XPeng in Australia, the G9. This is quite a new arrival, I believe, in Australia. So we're going to take a look at the inside and, of course, a quick overview of the outside.
Well, I'm in the XPeng G9. Beautiful car, beautiful finish. Just looking at this display, it's a beautiful car. You can just see with all the stocks here. Obviously left and drive, and this one is not for sale, not for the Australian market as yet, but when it does come to Australian market, this will prove to be a popular car. Nice family SUV. You can just see how well made it is. We've got obviously to charge your phone. Look at the center console with that space there. You can still put some stuff there. A couple of C charging ports there, as well as a USB, cup holders, and see how quite deep center console there, which is great. Yeah, I don't know much about this car, but you can just see this driver's side. I'm not sure about all the rest of the car. It does have a massage, and it's actually massaging my back really nice. I think it's a great feature if you have issues with your back, and yeah, for me it will be something that I would definitely it will be a plus for me to consider buying this car. But yeah, it's beautiful feel, and I think heated steering, because I can feel the heat through here. Excellent. Yeah, just overall finish is beautiful, well crafted. And as you go to the back, you just see it straight away. I am 5'9", and you can see the space that's giving me here, as well as the leg room, which is excellent. I can stretch my legs on a long distance. I'll be laughing. I would absolutely enjoy being a passenger in this car because of just the leg room, and I think it reclines too. Wow. That is a plus for me. I would definitely consider having this car. And wow. Well, the rear doesn't have the same massaging feature that the front has. I'm not sure about the passenger if it has the same. But yeah, this is definitely a nice family car if you've got a family of growing teenagers, and I think they would love going on road trips with you because of just the room it gives you. Beautiful car. And I think it's sitting on this 21 inch rims, and looking at the rim type there, beautiful, nice. Yeah, overall, from just me sitting in the car, just loving the finish, even the boot size, it is a great family car. And yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
How much longer you got to go?
We'll just see how the vehicle looks from the back. It says there G9 Performance.
It is
XPeng.
the G9 Performance XPeng.
Yeah, or in China as they call it, reshaping.
Reshaping. Man, I think I was just drawn to this car by its beauty. It is just nice. Very executive looking. And if you look at the specs here, WLTP driving range is 570 kilometers, and DC charging 10 to 100 only takes like 20 minutes, which is quite good. And the acceleration 0 to 100, 3.9 seconds.
Very quick.
For an SUV, that is very quick. That is impressive. I'm not a speed guy myself, but yeah, I am impressed by that.
So let's just take a look further at the other side of the vehicle. Definitely looks quite prestige, honestly.
It is.
Driver's seat massage.
Yeah, so now we're in the Zeekr 7X. Now what we're looking at here is the latest vehicle. It's just been released to the public and people have had deliveries now for 2 to 3 weeks. So if we take a look at this dash, what we see here is number one, the 360 degree view. Now that is really, really high definition. Something that is quite good. Something that is quite good when you do need a 360 view of the vehicle. And what we also see here, and we're just going to give a general overview of this vehicle, we see here the 2 wireless charging pods with air conditioning or with an air vent. So of course, you know, we'll look at the specs and we'll put them up onto the screen at some stage, but you know, if these are charging at 50 watt or 60 watt, the phone does get hot. So it's really important to have this vent system here. And what we also see quickly is these buttons. So straight away we know, let me see if I can exit this. And of course people are, you know, this is a public EV event. So what we can see here is, you know, people opening the boot and closing the boot, but all of this stuff can be controlled here from the center console. And that's quite good. And of course you've got your fan speed, air conditioning controls. This is of course the controls of the seating. Again, we won't go through this in detail until maybe we test drive this one day. But you can see here people keep opening and closing, which is normal in these types of events. Now, what I can say is at the moment this seat would need to be adjusted for me. The steering is a bit high, but I'd likely be able to do that with the controls here. Yes, I can lift the seat, as you can see there. And now this is more of the sort of, yeah, this is more of the sort of control I would do while driving the vehicle. Now, what are we looking at here? If we do, okay, so the blinker stalk is on the left-hand side, and the right-hand side would be other features. So quickly, what I can see here is a rear view mirror, and it'll be auto dimming, as I can see here with the dark effect on it. We've got here, yes, a nice big large mirror with LEDs. And we've got here on top a full LED bar, and of course this will be the controls for the sunshade. If you look just up here, you can see this, the roof, the glass roof, and the sunshade will be there. So that'll be controlled essentially through these buttons here. Just like that. And of course we don't want it closed in this sort of event. You would want to see the panoramic roof And of course, if you're driving at the night sky, or the daytime, the sun and the clouds. So, yeah, essentially, this does seem like a pretty good vehicle. Now, what I would suggest maybe here is with the glove box, if we can maybe somehow open that up, or most probably through the console, but I won't figure that out now. But I'm sure this has also got ambient lighting, as we can see there, likely ambient lighting. And okay, it's a little bit of a soft touch there, but you've got some firmness on it also. On here it's plastic, hard plastic, so that would be okay under the Australian sun. Oh, I actually saw some lighting there. So this is where you get the ambient lighting. It's across this whole panel. So not exactly against these bars here, but it's actually this whole panel here. And what else do we have? The steering wheel. I'm used to either circle or D-shaped. This one looks like it's a dual D-shape. You've got a flat part on the top and a flat part on the bottom. And you've got buttons here, likely for the volume controls, automatic cruise control, and those types of functionalities. So that's a general overview of the front seating. You've got this center panel here where you can close. That's actually quite a nice feel to it. And of course the cup holders. And what do we have here is a center console. If you can open it up maybe. Yep, opens up that side, and that's quite deep. That's all good so far. And I'm sure you got the high quality speakers there. We can see in the tech specs how many speakers this vehicle holds. And that's what will stop it from here. And what we have here is just the back seating. As we can see, quite comfortable overall, with a lot of leg room. And it's got the holes on the seating there. Nice, soft and comfortable, I'm sure. So what we're looking at here is the boot space of the Zeekr 7X. As you can see, it's quite roomy and a lot of boot space. And we'll look at the specs later on. I'll put them up onto the screen. But likely with the back seats folded down, I'm guessing they fold down flat, it'll actually have much more volume. So we do have Vich here to comment and compare with the Tesla Model Y. And if you remember Vich from the previous 7 episodes that we did with the Tesla Model Y launch edition, which he had, so he'll be able to compare this with the Tesla Model Y.
Thanks, Michael. So it's got good space. The only thing with the Tesla Model Y, it's got this wheel arch that comes in, and so it blocks it slightly. But in terms of the actual space itself, the Tesla Model Y has a lot more hidden space. So the space at the bottom is much larger in the Model Y. That's a little bit bigger than the Model Y, but the Model Y actually comes out a lot deeper and deeper that way, wider and deeper. Also, don't forget the Model Y has these corner sides, or the sides pocket, which is about that deep and it's about that wide. So it's very usable. So when you're comparing apple to apples, I think the Model Y still has a lot more usable space than this car. I mean, if you look just as an appearance over here, yeah, you can see it's a little bit bigger, but in terms of Model Y spacing, it's got a lot more nooks and crannies that you don't actually see, but it's so much more usable. So in terms of the front, I think the Model Y is bigger, definitely bigger. I mean, it's a good size, but the Model Y is much bigger. Yeah. It's deeper and wider as well, so.
But it still has a
good space. I mean, it's a usable space.
That's right. Yeah. It's a very actually good amount of space there for a Frunk. And you find even some of the vehicles these days, they're actually excluding the Frunks. And that's quite a surprise, as I've commented on other videos. But we can see also here, we've got a pretty nice light bar right in front. So I'm guessing they're daytime driving lights. It's quite nice overall. So as I did with the Omoda 9, here's a promotional video of the XPeng G9. I hope you enjoy it. And now, as fair is fair, a promotional video on the Zeekr 7X. I hope you enjoy this video too. So that was the end of the third episode. I really hope you got value out of that. Now, as you can see, it is in a public event, so there's some things there that, we have to just work between the crowds. But nevertheless, I hope it was an informative video. If you really did enjoy it, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share this content with someone who'd be interested, or just leave a comment. It really all helps. Until the next time, until the next episode, I hope to see you there. Bye for now.